Good morning, student. Today I am here to explain you social study of class 5th, lesson 17, natural disasters. I am going to read and explain the lesson. So let's start it. What is natural disaster? Natural disasters are the events that result from the natural process of the earth. These events are outside the control of humans. They cause widespread loss of life, injuries, and damage to property in a particular zone. There were many types of natural disasters such as earthquake, flood, drought, avalanche, hurricane, tsunami, volcanic eruptions, etc. The risk of natural disaster can be reduced to a great extent by proper planning. There are four elements of emergency disaster management, namely preparedness, response, recovery, and prevention, PRRP. So, natural disasters are being happen naturally, and it occurred a very widespread loss of life. Many people are harmed by this natural disasters. Many injuries, many loss of life, properties, everything. So, in this chapter, we shall study about the following natural disasters like earthquake, cyclones, floods, droughts, volcanic eruption, landslides. So, first we're going to know the earthquakes. Earthquake is a sudden violent shake of the ground. It causes as a result of movement within the earth's crust or some volcanic actions. Okay, so the magnitude of the earthquake is measured by an instrument called the seismography. It was developed by the Charles F. Richter, and the instrument properly known as the Richter scale. The largest earthquake that has been recorded on the Richter scale is of 9.25 magnitude, 1960 Chile and 1969 Alaska. The accurate forecast of an earthquake is still not possible. We can just prepare ourselves for the natural disaster. We do not know when the earthquake come, and we do not know how to record all these things, because any time the earthquake may caused, and it also uh, damage the property of the peoples. So, what are the effects of the earthquakes? Earthquakes are natural disasters. They may cause immense damage to the building, bridges, roads, electricity generating facility, pipelines, communication lines, waterways, railway tracks, etc. Earthquake may cause large number of casualty. Nearly 95% of people are killed or affected because of collapsing of buildings. Now, what are the possible precautions we should take for earthquakes? There are the following precautions. First is communicating preparedness in vital for minimizing earthquake impact. We should communicate the how we can prepare ourselves when the earthquake came. If you feel the slightest shaking, the best way is drop, cover, and hold. These are the three things. Drop yourself, and you should cover yourself. You go under the table or the bed or anything and hold something. Buildings should be constructed according to the laws laid down by the Bureau of Indian Standard. People should be educated about the preparedness measures. You should leave your home or school building and move to an open area. You should always stand in an open area. Do not stand near the building, trees. Okay, if you are outdoor, keep away from buildings, poles, trees, signboard, etc. It may fall in yours on your. Do not sit inside a car or any vehicle. Sit on the ground. If you are inside an auditorium or a stadium, do not panic. Stay inside and do not create a stampede. Means do not panic. Cyclones. Cyclone is a system of powerful winds rotating inwards to an area of low barometric pressure. The cyclone winds blow in the anti-clockwise direction in the northern hemisphere and in the clockwise direction in the southern hemisphere. Following are the main features of cyclone: strong wind, exceptional rain, and storm urge. What do you mean by storm urge? Storm urge is a sudden powerful forward or upward movement of wind. Cyclone warning can be given by the various means such as satellite based disaster warning system, television, radio, telephone, mobile, fax, public announcement and bulletins pressure in press. Presently, India had one of the best cyclone warning system in the world. The India Meteorological Department (IMD) is the department responsible for forecasting cyclones. Forecasting means to estimate a future event. Tracking of cyclone is done through INSAT satellite. So, what are the effects? Strong winds, torrential rains. Torrential means falling rapidly rains, and flooding cause the maximum loss of the life and property. The sudden strong winds cause major damage to infrastructure, in particular weak constructions, floods, and contaminated means impure water may lead to viral outbreaks and other diseases. High winds and rain destroy the standing crops. This sudden loss of crops may lead to severe food shortage. The communication links and the transport lines like roads and railways are badly damaged. Now, how can we take a precaution from these cyclones? First is coastal belt plantation can reduce the effect of this disaster. Means when near the coastal area you can plant more trees. Forest can reduce the damage of high winds and flash flood. Flash flood is a sudden local flood due to heavy rain. Cyclone can be forecast several days in advance and necessary arrangement can be made. A row of planted trees can function as a shield. Buildings should have disaster resistant features. No perishable. Perishable means likely to decay. Food items should be kept in waterproof bags. Always keep mobile numbers of hospital, police station, relatives and friends ready. Be careful about snake bites because with the flow of water many snakes come out from the holes of the snakes full with water and they come out and may bite you. Emergency kit should be kept ready at home. Now, what are floods? Floods is an overflowing of a large amount of water beyond its normal confine. It leads to flooding of dry land. There are many causes of floods that may vary from area to area. Following are major causes: heavy rainfall, blockage on the rains. It leads to flooding of the region. Due to landslide, the flow of the stream is blocked. Building of dam and reserves. Now, what are the effects? Effects are heavy loss of life and property, landslides and gushing water damage building, roads, bridges, etc. Shortage of proper drinking water, contamination of water leads to outbreaks of several water-borne diseases. Now, huge cross loss that leads to shortage of food and animal fodder. Agricultural land may turn slain and infertile. Now, what are the precautions we should take in flood? Mapping of floods prone area. It will provide the proper indication of water flow during floods. No major construction should be allowed in the area which are prone to flooding. Hospitals, schools, community halls should be built in safe areas. In the flood plains, buildings should be constructed on an elevated areas or platform. The floods management measures should be followed. Always keep the first aid kit ready along with waterproof bags, torch, matchbox, candles, ropes, etc. Switch off power connection. Do not enter the flooded region of unknown depth. Always drink boiled water. Now come to droughts. Drought is caused due to prolonged absence of deficiency of rainfall in a particular region. It is very difficult to pinpoint the time of its beginning and the end. So it is the scarcity of water means where there is no rainfall over a long period of time, that area get dry. Okay, the drought may be caused because of abnormally low rainfall, overpopulation, overgrazing, deforestation and soil erosion. Excessive and unplanned use of ground and surface water can also cause drought. What are the effects of drought? Drought affects rain-fed crops and people who are dependent on agriculture. It also affects animals. Shortage of drinking water, food and groundwater depletion, increase in poverty and reduction in quality of life. Now, how we can take precaution from drought? People awareness of the availability of safe drinking water to follow conservation methods. People regarding agricultural droughts management, continuous monitoring of drought, rainwater harvesting, expansion of irrigation facilities and devices that are most water efficient for each use, such as micro and drip irrigation and soaker hoses, to identify the livelihood which are least affected by the drought. Put a layer of mulch around trees and plants to reduce evaporation and keep the soil cool. Organic mulch and also improves the soil and prevent weeds. Now come to volcanic eruptions. A volcanic is usually a conical mountain or hill having a crater or vent through which lava, rock fragments, hot vapor and gases are evaporated from the earth's crust. Magma rises through cracks in the earth crust and pressure builds up inside the earth. When this pressure is released, it causes eruption of lava and ash. This is caused a volcanic eruption. So what are the effects? Volcanic positive effects are lava and ash deposit during an eruption provide valuable nutrients for the soil. It is a very fertile soil and is good for agriculture. The high level of heat can provide geothermal energy. So now, what is the negative effect of this volcanic eruption? Considerable loss of life and damage of infrastructures happens when a volcanic erupts. Volcanic eruptions causes landslides, earthquakes and flooding. It also causes shortage of food and water supply. Human and natural landscapes are destroyed and changes forever. What are the precautions we should take in volcanic eruptions? People should live in danger zones, should be warned when to evacuate. People should know the routes and location of safe shelter. Always keep the first aid kit ready. Keep proper stock of fresh water and food items. Have masks to cover nose and mouth. Safety of kids should be given top priority. Now, the precaution measures during volcanic eruption. This is during the okay. I talk about before volcanic, what measures should take before volcanic eruption. Now during the volcanic eruptions, seek cover when ash falls. Use mask to cover your nose and mouth. Immediately close all doors and windows to avoid ash from getting inside. Always stay at the evacuation enter unless instructed to leave the center. Kids should be asked to stay indoors. Remain calm and don't panic. Now, precaution measures after the volcanic eruptions. Ensure that your house is safe. Check everything around properly. Always use mask while cleaning ash and other debris. Always follow instruction in order to avoid serious problems. Now come to landslide. Landslide is the sliding down of a mass of earth or rock from a mountain, high or cliff. However, landslide can also occur in regions where an activities such as surface evacuation for highways, open pits, mines, and constructions take place. Geological weak materials such as rock or soil may cause landslides. Gradually, erosions due to cutting down of vegetation, instant rainfall, human evacuation, earthquakes, and volcanic eruptions may also cause landslides. What are the effects of landslide? Landslide accounts for considerable loss of life and property. Landslide damage communication routes, transport links, human settlements, agricultural fields, and forest lands. Landslide may block the flow of rivers of some time. It may cause havoc to the settlements. Now, what are the possible precautions we should take in landslide? To locate area prone to slow failures through hazards mapping, scientific afforestation of areas covered by degraded natural vegetation in upper slope. Development activities should be started in areas only after a detailed study. At the time of construction work, proper precaution is to be taken to avoid blockage of natural drainage. No construction of buildings should be allowed in areas beyond a certain degree of slope. Retaining walls should be constructed to check land from slipping. Engineered structures should be constructed with strong foundation. The cheapest and most effective techniques of stopping landslide is to increase vegetation cover. So student, I hope all of you understand the lesson. Thank you, stay safe and keep learning.